by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You get a chance to rumble.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drive on you.
You're nervous
Some of that
already.
elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 16, Young forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So
2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
You see that big ass hole? Look at these big ass gaps.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I wish Coop played Ultimate Team.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Come bring your ass on Ultimate Team, get your team in. Because I'm just so used to playing with my team. It's just a certain style.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
It's just too much. I build my team a certain way. It's all speed. Let's see what he come out on. Unless he come out in I formation, that's the only way I'm not coming out in nickel. My DBs are so good. My linebackers are so fast. And my D-line, that J.J. Watt, man, watch. You gonna say? Watch how shit get blown up. Look, see, he's already coming out in a gun. That's like having my cake and eating it. I love when a nigga come out in a shotgun first play. And he got Andrew Luck. That's not enough speed. That's not enough speed.
Go. Hey, Orbit.
On 1st down, it's long. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Look, he right back in the gun. It's over for him. Damn, dog, why does, matter of fact, I'm a man up on him. Let me see what he really got.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, box drop.
Yo, do that.
45 the mic.
Yo,
11.
that's where I'm at with it.
Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Hey, come on, now.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Saquon Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
She's always say that.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Obviously, once it gets, you feel me? That was just her little stupid shit.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Because honestly, he's hitting his cover 3 sky.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Young now.
Ooh, he got
on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the Wisconsin native and former Badger, J.J. Watt. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back.
Look, Ty. Look at him. Oh, you probably can't see it yet. Look at him. Going and quit. I'm going. See, Ty, now I can't stop. I gotta go for another one. That's 2 quits in a row. That's the 1st quarter quit and the 2nd quarter quit. And I just been saving my quick sales. Oh, I'm racking up, Ty. You work tomorrow or you off? I gotta work tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm telling you, Tyke, man, this fucking job, bro, this shit been pissing me off, man, so much, yeah. Shit's oddish. Oh, you can see when I'm looking at my screen like that? Let me finish this. Nigga, I'm gonna show you that, and nigga, I ain't got shit right now. Like, I got a little something, but like, when I buy them packs, like, imagine spending enough coins to get 10 Gatorades, you feel me?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, man. Say it ain't so. This nigga's coming out with a gun. That's how I love that
shit. 90 Wolf. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
First and 10, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, Haywood.
Third and short yardage, Young. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That's how me and me be looking like, bro.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The coach is just
we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, my God, we get trashed. The niggas won't even be able to hand the ball off or even snap the ball because their O-line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Reggie White. I got J.J. Watt. Niggas got DeMarcus Lawrence. See, I got
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Overpowered, man.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, he got Reggie right. I can't look. I ran to the right. I thought running to the left was bad. I went to the right. I see a lot of my shit going to be to the left right in the middle.
Got it.
See, this is going to be a filling out process. See when he really comes. So if he come back to that cover 3 like we've been going, I got my boy Speedy Cooks easy.
From the gun, Steve Young. Oh, almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
What I came here for. I ain't come here to play for tourists.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st down, Barkley. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Young being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Young on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Right.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Hey, high 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Following the interception, Young dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Young. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Young on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarter.
And he's going to go down again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Go, go.
3rd and long for Young. Flush to his right. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler, Reggie. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, never mind. Oh, this nigga Pat
and he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Well, I guarantee he's probably going to tackle him before I...
Back to it after the pick six. Young flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Steve Young. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw is Young. To throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Okoye.
Are you serious?
He nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Speedy Cooks.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at its 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Right now it's a 90 speed. He still didn't get his next card. He's still only at 86. He'll get his next card real soon.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw for Young. Allen's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, check that.
On 1st and 10, Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Young now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Young. This is caught. Gronkowski. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the air once more, Young. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marcus Allen there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw, Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Young, he's going to sling this, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Everybody gets Torrey Holt.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, every day, any day. Jump, jump. Shit, shit. Shit. Kill, kill, kill.
Topper, topper.
Check three, check three, check three.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Funny shit is, I ain't going to start. This nigga's team is mad identical.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, man, watch the boot.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Packers pick it up. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's like I'm definitely like a Dion type of, coverage type of.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie. Yo.
He's going to go away from you.
Young working out of the gun.
Do it.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman.
He comes up like
well, these turnovers are a big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. It's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers.
So it's all right.
Saquon Barkley, 72 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Rosas to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Shit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
I'm more worried about smoking my weed. Yeah, man, that nigga. I hate when I lose to niggas and I can't run it back. That should be blowing my shit. That's the only thing about playing online against random niggas. I'm like, nigga, I swear you're not that good. If I could just get you one more time. Should see how many quick sales I got saved up. Only got 2 wins, but let me show you this auction house. Hey, look, even the pack. I got 53,000 coins. That pack goes for 53. That pack goes for 50,000. That pack costs $9, my nigga. And you only guarantee 76 overall gold for better players. They got really the best pack probably right now. I mean, they all ass, bro. Like, mad packs is ass right now. I can't even stunt. Like, they got the most fair shit. Like, this is the best thing you can do. Save your bats up and, like, get this most 292 guaranteed. Save up your training points and get this 90-91 overall here. Packs, like, as far as cash goes, that's $9. This right here, this is an $89 pack. This is the one that I'm highlighting over, you're gonna see it 10 times. So that's a $5 pack, $89. This one right here is 5. That's 58. 50 cents. It's ridiculous, my nigga. This is a $9 pack, but you guaranteed in the league.
How many y'all came to win?
This is a $100 pack right here. It's 24 times the most fair bundle. That's a $100 pack. Crazy. Like, the thing is, though, you can grind literally and get all that shit. Like, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But right now, I'm not buying it. I actually got a nice little quick sale collection going on. The cash she's out right there. Probably take me like 100,000. 96, took me at 96. That ain't bad. That still ain't nothing though. Like, that ain't nothing, but that ain't gonna give me nothing that I need. I mean, it gotta be basically 90 or better for the most part. But certain things can actually help. That's the thing.
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team. Shouldn't show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched.
That nigga hit us up there for $567,000.
Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that.
I need, look, nigga, 96,000 going at the best. Give me this defensive tackle right here, and that's a legend. So I gotta power up the power up card to even get the full tilt, which is probably a 99 overall. Shit, the Tyler, look, I got the Tyler Lockett up there for 249, but I ain't letting go of my Tyler Lockett. I got a couple players to go for big bread, for real, for real. That's a steal right there, though. That Michael Strahan for 124. That's a steal.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay,
oh yeah, dog. Shit got expensive.
Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it.
Even for the bats, then you need 47,000 for a 92 overall. That guy's 1,875.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view.
Tough though, man. I'm just missing a couple pieces. Just a couple pieces. Gotta get that Lawrence Taylor up. Gotta get a true free safety. Gotta get my Jalen Ramsey power up. Gotta get my Darius Slay all the way powered up and get a different cornerback.
They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000.
Some other shit. I'm gonna take my nut ass to sleep. I do gotta work tomorrow. So I'm about to get a little bit. Yeah. Well, that's what I am about to do. Tell you that. I'm about to actually walk upstairs right now.
Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. A floor. You know that drop.